So I've started the recording also. Okay, not an issue now. Okay. Chalo. Because I will not waste much of the time and we'll start for the session. Okay. So first point was just regarding the mission statement. That was regarding the definition of the marketing. Okay. So basically what is marketing? Just to create a need in the mind of consumer and satisfying that need. Okay. Previously we are not using iPhones, but now we are using iPhone, Samsung S23, S23 Plus. Basic functioning is just getting a call phone and using the Android phones, right? But nowadays, by seeing the ads, by seeing the game functioning, by seeing the features, it is creating a need in the mind of customers. Okay. So that is the issue, or that is the thing we have to think of marketing. Okay. Next, marketing. What is marketing? Okay. It plays an important role in the sale of product because the marketing team only fights or struggles at ground level to sell the product, right? Once it is launched, developed, that is fine with the R&D and F&D department. But until it reaches to the ground level or to the consumer, it will not be useful. Okay. One more thing is that whatever product or whatever pharmaceutical drug you manufacture, it should be a zero defect product, right? Because it impacts the image. Once a drug is launched to the market, then you have to take care. It should not be get downed. Okay. The economic life of a business is depending upon the production and marketing of goods and services. Yes, because if you develop a good product and you have not done a good marketing, will it give output to the organization? Tell me. Will it give an output to you, yourself, or to the company? Unless your marketing team plays good ground network level work. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Sorry. Can you repeat the question?
I've told if your marketing team does not do the ground level work properly, it will be useful for a company or not?
It won't.
Yes. So majority of your work, the last 30-40% of work of any pharmaceutical company depends upon the marketing
The
team.
source.
Project,
Yes.
yes. Then project management training, right? The peoples who are giving the information to the physicians while launching of a product. Nowadays, like, have you seen the ads of car launching, mobile launching ads, right? You are seeing on Flipkart, Amazon, everywhere. Now, pharma company has certain pharma companies, they have came down to that trend of launching of pharmaceutical drugs. Have you heard about that? Yes, they are launching, they are hosting a ceremony. If a new branded drug has to come into the market, so they will call, if it is in Karnataka, if it is in Maharashtra, if it is in Delhi, whichever state is there, they'll call their MRs from all over the India. Then all the physicians of the local doctors, hospitals, everyone, they collate there. At that time, what they do, they do not explain that new drug. They'll explain that new drug along with their current marketing drugs. Okay. They will tell them regarding our cost effective, our efficacy, how it works, everything, less ADRs, so that it will create an impact in the physician's mind, right? They have to create, like you have to create that impression in physician's mind. That is your role. And that is the definition of the marketing, to creating a need in the mind of consumers. Okay. For as a PMT, for us, the consumer is the physician, right? We have to tell them how the drug works. Okay. So main use is usability. Okay. We'll go one by one. See, For any cosmetics industry or any other industries, like we don't have ethics, we don't have to follow. That is a commercial business. But in case of pharmaceutical marketing, we have to deal with the physicians, right? Do you agree? With the professional peoples only, with MDs, high CEOs of the hospitals, right? Because if you want to launch or you have to visit any big hospitals, then definitely you have to deal with the head or admin there. Okay. So for this, if you see nowadays, the trend has been changed. Now certain big hospitals, they are following specific protocol. If that is the disease, they will use the specific company drug only, and they will train the doctors on that. So at that time, we have a challenge to clear our drug and to bring in the hospital. Okay, that work is done by us. Okay, that is the main thing. Next, profitability. Yes, guys, everywhere, any business, anything, you go do anything, finally, we have to make out the profit, right? Is company paying us that much? Then definitely we have to reach the target, we have to reach the market. Okay, and how it will happen? Ultimately, if you will satisfy the customer with their need, right? Nowadays, you can see n number of products are coming into the market, n number of tablets, n number of capsules, n number of creams. Okay, so the product which will satisfy the consumer, OTC product are there, n number of OTC products. So the product which will satisfy the need, then they will come back to us. Okay, then we'll go as a customer is in our track. Okay, that is the thing. Previously, tell me, like 5 to 10 years before, we were not having that much of equipment or that much of devices, that much of medicines for weight loss, right? Nobody was using that. But today, they are giving the ad, they're creating the impression in the customer that after taking some tablets, there might be weight loss. You take this regimen, weight loss is there. For weight gaining, for increasing your height, take this tablet on ads and different things are there. For gaining muscles, take this protein, right? The status was different 10 years back, but now it has been changed to a different level, right? Network marketing is there, n number of marketings people are doing. Yes. Is it possible literally the height can be increased? Tell me, guys. We are studying so much pharmacy, so much open hormone is necessary, n number of things are necessary. The pharma companies are dealing or taking it so hardly to develop a new drug. And these other pharmaceutical companies or basically other OTC companies, Ayurvedic companies, they're trying to make an output of that. Okay. Coming towards the next thing, scope of marketing. Okay, this is the main point where marketing takes place. Where and why, how. Okay. First is, as in the picture, you can see it is advertising. Okay. Next is branding. Next is internet. Next is product. Then research. So anyone can give me the example of advertising. Advertising of any product. Anyone?
Yes, sir. Advertising, we have, for example, as you said, we have Samsung S23 Ultra. There is some brands who normally use advertising, whether through TV, through websites, through Facebook, to Instagram. Those are all part of advertising a product.
Yes, very good. Like Instagram, yeah, nowadays Insta has ruled the market, right? I agree with your point. Very good. You can see if you're rolling some reels, right? On reels also some advertising coming down. Okay. While checking the
Yes.
reels, people get you create a create some need in your mind after watching it again and again. Yeah, should I try this product? Should I try this cream? Should I try this lotion? Should I try this thing? That is the thing. Great. Any example of next is channel of distribution. Okay, I don't want to go in depth now. So any example, channel of distribution. So what a
Retailers,
channel of, yeah,
wholesalers.
yes, right, perfect. Yeah. Great. Next is environmental decisions. I'll come to this point later because it depends upon the environment in which are you staying in north, south, east, west. What are the environmental factors which are affecting? Okay. Next is pricing decision, guys. This is the most important factor. How to decide the price of the market. This is not a price of the market, sorry, price of the product. Getting if you have developed a product, but at the same time, you have to decide the price of the product. What do you feel? How a price of the product is determined? Any idea? Any cream, any antibiotic, anything like how you feel? How it will be decided? How company will take an action? No idea how price of the product is decided, because that is the most important thing that a customer thinks about the product, right? Yes or no? Whenever you purchase anything, do you check the price of the product or not? And compare with the other company drug or not? Tell me. Just let me check your things. Okay, yes, yes.
Yes, we do check the price sometimes, sir.
Yes, definitely. Same thing. We have to check the price of the product, right? And compare the
Yes.
rate with other branded drugs into the market, right? Then feedback from customers, then promotional decisions. Okay,
Yes,
we'll go one
review.
by one. Yeah, that is the most important thing.
Okay.
Okay, just for addition, I have added this definitions. Okay, just for additional information, you must be aware of the definitions of marketing. These are the uh, definitions. So first was to creating a demand in the mind of the customers, right? By Kotler Phillips. Now we have one more definition. Okay, marketing is a process that starts with identifying and understanding the needs and wants of the customer, that means demand, and then fulfilling those needs and wants. Okay, guys, this is really a definition which we have worked or which we have seen or which we are working. The basic role of MR is not only to deal with the new branded drugs. Okay, if not, I will tell you, MRs have two targets. Do you know? Market representative peoples, they have two targets. Okay, they have two targets. One, to deal with the physicians, and next, to identify the need of the customers. I will tell you one short example. Not in city level, but in village level, where metros, non-metro cities, or any ground level, the company sends the form with the MR people. Okay, and if they're trying to launch a new drug, anti-rheumatic drug or anti-itching drug or whatever drug, so what they, every area they send our MRs with the form, and they will take the feedback from the medical peoples, the shop owner who's having medical. They'll ask them, for this disease, which drug you are using and what is the price of that drug. And in this area, what is the disease mainly people are suffering from? Geographic nature. Okay, environmental factor, what is affecting. If you go towards somewhere like Calcutta, outside of that, you will find that many people are having stomach infections a lot due to water issues or hard water or n number of issues. Okay, and itching issues because humidity is more there. So they'll target that market and they will just definitely develop a drug for that. And again, they'll fulfill the need of the customer. That is the main thing. Getting, this is the ground level work. And also, as I told previously, how the price of a product will be decided, these peoples will go, these people will go immerse and get the detailing of the price of the tablets or medicines other companies are eating. And then we'll compare with our company drug as to the marketing rate. Okay, that is the thing. And based upon that, your product will be, price will be tagged. Okay, these forms are collected, and we, again I'm telling, we as a project management trainee will study this as a project management. Okay, product management. So we'll study the rate of the product, what is going on the market, and we'll provide a feedback to the higher level, and they will further take the action for the price of the product. Okay, I've already told that there is a difference between the pharmaceutical marketing and general marketing. What is the major difference between the pharmaceutical and general marketing? Can anyone tell me? What is the basic difference, major difference between a pharmaceutical marketing and general marketing, guys? Can anyone tell me this thing? Okay.
In pharmaceutical marketing, the seller can only sell the drug which is prescribed by the doctor to the patient. And of course, for the pharmaceutical marketing, there should be a proper license. And for that,
Yes.
there have to be some kind of pharmaceutical degree.
Yes, Shweta, very correct. You correctly said that as compared to general marketing, it is not a store or anything, right? It is not a store, general store or cosmetic shop anyone can start. First of all, you need to be a qualified pharmacist for that, right? You need to be a qualified pharmacist for that, and post that you can start your shop. Further, you should have a good knowledge of drug, right? And you have to follow ethics. You should have to be professional as compared to that, because there are some drugs we have limitations. We should know regarding schedules and all the things. So this is the basic difference between the general marketing and pharmaceutical marketing goals.
Yes, sir.
Clear? So going towards the next point. Just a minute. So next we have marketing and selling. Next point is regarding marketing and selling. So marketing and selling, these two terms goes hand in hand. Okay, these two terms goes in hand in hand. There is a minor difference between the marketing and selling. Okay, marketing is different. Okay? Marketing is broader terminology and it includes number of activities. Selling is one of the activities or steps in overall marketing process. Okay, how to sell the product. Getting, if just for example, this is the difference between that. Just I'm going and I'm doing marketing of my pharmaceutical drug, it is marketing. But the retailer or retailer, he has to sell the drug, right? Retail person who is sitting in the shop, he has to sell the drug. Otherwise, the drug will not be sold out. Getting? So we'll go one by one with the following steps. First, marketing starts with the buyer and focuses constantly on the buyer's need. Okay. So as already told, marketing means to creating a need in the mind of the customers. That is the main thing. And selling starts with the seller and is preoccupied all the time with the seller's need. Okay. Now, seeks to convert customer needs into product. As already told, in marketing, our MR peoples go to the ground level, they perform the ground level work, and they identify the need of the customer. And selling means what? Converting product into cash. Do you agree? For selling, it's about kind of giving the product and getting the cash. And
Yes,
it is
sir.
view business as good producing process. Finally, once a product is sold, then we'll get a cash. Then retailer will get cash. Then we'll go to wholesaler. and again that wholesaler will pay out to the company. So end user is customer, where the retailers are selling the drugs to the customers, okay, or consumers you can consider. Okay, that is the main thing. Now, consumer determines the price determines cost. I've already told we have to think about the consumer mind, their need, what is the different available brand into the market. Based upon that, we need to decide the cost for that. Okay. And last point regarding selling is that selling comes after the production and ends with the delivery of the product and the collection of payment. Finally, a product is delivered and we get the payment for the sale. Okay. So anywhere we'll go for an interview, basically not only Pharma Trend or any other company interview also, definitely a small definition of marketing will be there for your and the job interview purpose also. Okay. Just you need to explain with one of the examples. Okay.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah, please. So that
So, what is the difference between price and cost? Like, I'm confused in those sentences that cost determines price, or price determines cost in the marketing one.
cost, yeah, you're telling that how what is the difference between the price determines the cost.
Yeah. And
Okay, there
price
is
and cost.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is nothing huge difference between the price and the cost. Okay, I will tell you. Just a minute. So first of all, I've told you first thing that consumers determines the price, right? Is it clear for you?
Yes, sir.
And based upon that, we will go forward. Okay. First, cost is typically the expense occurred. Cost मतलब क्या? Basically क्या होता है? Whenever you develop any product, cost is there. Getting? I'll give an example. Any cream, okay? A basic 10 mg, 10 gram of cream, if company is preparing, okay? So for that 10 gram of cream, what was the cost incurred? Means what was the raw material price? What was the people involved? What was the packaging? What was the labeling? What was the distribution? Whatever cost, the time or expense incurred for making a product to sold by company, that is the cost. And price is the amount of customer who is willing to pay us. Getting?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Getting means whatever amount company has paid or invested in producing one tube. For example, there are 100 tubes, but just for example, one tube from raw material to launching of the product into the market, that is your cost. And price is what we are charging to the customer for selling of our product. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clear.
That is the thing. So there is a definition that consumer determines the price and the price determines the cost, vice versa. Okay. So how much we have invested and how much we should get the profit. That is the main thing. Now, henceforth, to make selling more effective, one need to perform good marketing with activities like assessment, marketing research, product development, pricing and distribution, and advertisement. As already told you guys, if marketing team works properly, then the product will sell easily. Do you agree? I have already stated that these are the important points where marketing team has to work. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've already told if marketing team does not work, then that is not of no use, right? Marketing team has to work. But what strategies they will apply? Advertisement, right? If there is no advertisement, will customer to come to know about that drug or about that market?
No, sir.
Agar you are not doing an advertising, will be that useful? Next, marketing research. You have to do the ground level work into the market. Which product is ongoing? What is its price? What is going on? Which product we should develop? What is the necessity of the market? That we need to think, guys, right? If you'll not think, how can you develop that drug? Tell me. Drug or any other cosmetic cream. You only tell me. Right? So the main agenda of today's meeting will be, if marketing teams work properly, they apply good strategies over that, then only our work will be done easy. Okay. Chalo. Is it clear, guys? Still here? The session is clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. So
Yes,
these
sir.
things, like, you see that these words like assessment, marketing, research, product development, if you enter this field of pharma marketing domain, or as a project management trainee, or as a trainer, lead, anything, you have to go through these steps. Okay. You have to analyze the market, what is going on. That is the main thing. Okay. Now we have to go to the marketing environment. Guys, see, while we are studying any pharmacy session or any pharmacy thing, we are not thinking in depth regarding anything. Means these are the factors or how the price has been decided, right? There are n number of things which are decided while checking the price or selling of the product. N number of things are decided. Okay. Now there are some factors which will affect the marketing. Definitely, everywhere there are some factors, which are field you work, which are area will go. There will be the factors which will be affecting your market. Okay. So now here I've divided that into two parts. First is internal factors, and second is your external factor. Clear? Now, internal factor is what? They are controllable factors. Example, the personal, physical facilities, marketing mix. So guys, I will explain that in tomorrow's session in detail regarding what is the internal, means how it impacts, how it goes on. Okay. Next, just to remember that these internal factors can be controllable, which we can modify, we can change. But there are some external factors which we can't, because some states they're having government legal regulations, demographic factor, geophysical factors, economic factors, social cultural factor. Now, if you tell sir what mean by social cultural factor, see guys, uh, basically we are using, right, women are having menstrual issue every month. So till now, due to some their social culture, they are not using pads. Okay, even if company will develop a market, nowadays the trends are changing. Using contraceptive device, they are avoiding, and number of things are not only this, but as per the social cultural things. Okay, that impacts the market. Okay, if you will not think, but definitely it will impact. If I'll tell you about the contraceptives which are sold out in cities or non-cities, we have done a research on that previously 7 to 8 years back on based upon contraceptives. Okay, so sale of contraceptives there in city level than non-city level, village level. So we can definitely identify there that it is more in cities there as compared to the village level, because they're not using or they're not adaptable to it, or social cultural factors. That is your factor, guys. Clear? Getting the points?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So these are the things we need to think over that, and we have to decide the factors. Before, have you thought about these factors? Like while they're doing the marketing, or some factors will affect. Have you thought, or you are thinking about that? This were the factors, this were the n number of things, which company has challenges. So we have to tackle this issue. We have to go with that. We have to deal with this issue as a marketing team. Okay. No, this is just a graphical representation which I've given for you. Okay. Now we'll go one by one for external environment. One is micro, second is micro. Micro means your supplier, market intermediaries, customer, partners, competitors. Okay. Next is macro, under which we have seen we see demographic environment, economical environment, physical environment, technological environment, political, legal environment, social, cultural environment. Okay. So we'll go one by one. First with the micro environment. Now I will tell you regarding suppliers. Guys, if you are having any pharma company or you're developing a tablet, do you will keep faith on a single supplier or will you have backup for that? If you're developing any drug, you need some crude material, right? Will you develop on one of the supplier or you will have 2 or 3 suppliers in your?
You can, yes, sir. You cannot apply only on one supplier. You need to also search for other suppliers as well, and to do research about them.
Yes. Why so? There are some factors there, right? You're right, very perfect. But there are some factors. That's why we decide or we keep at the backup 2 to 3 peoples or 2 to 3 suppliers. The reason?
The reason is, okay, let's say I have a one supplier, okay, and I'm into marketing, and I need to get some goods from the supplier. I also need to make sure that this what the supplier is giving me, it's effective or it's working to the customer who's buying. So in order for me to know that, I need to also undergo a research about other suppliers as well, to compare how are they made and how good they are and their rate and also their review before getting
Yes.
the supply from them.
Yes. Yes, very good. Yeah. Exact to the mark you have given the answer. That definitely we need to have 2 to 3 suppliers at the back of the team to do this work, right? I will tell you. Now I'll just tell you one example. What will happen if you're ordering that raw material from one only supplier? So what will think? He's only asking, he is dependent on me, right? That company is dependent on me. Now he may increase the rate or sometimes he may take you leniently. No,
Yes.
you will not supply you the market on time, direct or raw material on time, right? He may do such
Yes,
things.
sir.
He will tell to increase the price. Basically, that component is with you only raw material. So in that frequency, we have to think over that, right? Definitely, we have to think over that. Otherwise, it will not be possible.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So that's why whenever we are in market, we have to think about 1, 2 or more suppliers. We have to deal. We will order from one people only, but while agreement, what we'll do, we'll have a deal with 2 or more suppliers. Getting? So that's why we need to have backup because these things happen. This thing happens to avoid any. Sometimes there is more need or extra need of the customer then or extra need of the market. Then we need to have a good raw material in our hand. Okay. Next, monitoring of the customers. Okay. This is the basic thing I've already told. Wherever you go, we have to analyze the customer, what is their need, what is their demand, what they're feeling. Okay. Monitoring the customer. If he's from village area or city area, we need to think about that thing. Okay. That is the thing there. Next, marketing intermediates. Okay. We have a separate chapter for this, guys, like retailer, distributor, what is the role and issues between them. Definitely, you don't know about these small things, but we have seen the people who are working in the market. Believe me, if you discuss with them, they will tell you these challenges, what exact ground level challenges they face at their level. Okay. Next point is regarding the competitors. Nowadays, if you see, tell me previously which antacid or powder sachet you are using 3 years back. Everyone are using only, right?
Yes, sir.
Nowadays, tell me which is available in the market. Gasofast. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Gasofast is there. There have been many things, but now I will tell you. Previously, me and my family, like I was using only because I was trained to that. But after that, tablets came out, right? Dissolve the tablet and get that acidity gone, that thing. But again, sachet came so fast in jeera flavor, in different foods flavor. That will also affect you. So customer, we don't have to sit idle. Once a drug is launched, we have to think that how we can compete or upgrade that drug, right? It will not upgrade like Nokia. Nokia kept on Android phone only. They did not try to upgrade, right? They have to upgrade with the market. Whatever is going on, okay, that are the things which will impact the competitors. Okay, as a trainee or PMT, we have to think about that also. Okay, that is also our role. We have to think about. Next, public, right? Media, local public, action public, and citizens. So I'll tell you just a small example. Sometimes some of the people or media, they can just down your image, put down your image, right? Or they can give the false information regarding a drug to other people's or into the market. This drug is causing this thing. This drug is causing this thing. Okay. So we have to be a very create a good image in the mind of public, right? That is the main rule we have to keep, or we have to check if our brand is going good and we have good image in the mind of local publics, because all publics, like many, there is also a division between the publics, local and action publics, guys. Okay, local, as the name indicates, the people which are local, but they don't create any hassle. But action publics, all people's, all five fingers on the scene. Okay. Now we will go into the macro environment, okay, which may be boon or threat, okay, because micro environment we can change, we can work on it, but macro environment, it is the controllable factor where which can be a boon to the company or threat for the company. Okay, that is the thing. Now, first is the economic environment. Guys, this is very, it's like everyone knows that the same product, if you go metro city or if you have any food dish in metro city, it will be costly. We are ready to pay anything, right? Like in cities, Zomato services there, Swiggy services there. We try to pay extra whatever is the demand. Okay. Same thing, it comes to the economic environment. It depends upon the place are you developing, in which country you're working, and what is their can say economical growth. Okay, that is the thing. Next, political and government environment. Guys, you might not be aware, but yes, this is the factor which may cause, like, which comes under macro environment regarding drug approval or regarding, you can tell some regulations which are developed by country for drug approval process. So, just one example, I will tell you. In India, you also know about that. In India, on compared to USA, where we will get a easy approval to market a drug. Where a drug will be marketed fast.
US.
USA has a strict regulation, guys. US FDA is very strict as compared to India. Getting for because their environment, not only environment, but sorry, guys, but the regulations are very strict. They take a strict action here. But in India, if you compare, there is no that much strict regulation available for this purpose. Getting? Tell me, any like for Ayurvedic drugs, do they require any approval? And
So
number of
which
pharma company Ayurvedic drugs are there. You'll see every other day, and every other day, one or other Ayurvedic pharma company is coming and they're launching the drug. Agree? Yes or no?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
or we are monitoring the adverse reaction, nothing, whether it is safe, quality data is not there. We don't have quality data, guys. We don't have, I'm telling you, really, we don't have quality data about that thing. So that is a process difference between India, and they're advertising the drug everywhere in the channel, right? They're playing with the customers, right? Playing with the patients. Take our drug, this and that, they're playing, right? So there should be some regulations, there should be strictness for this thing. So it depends upon the political and government environment also, somewhere to impact and bring the regulation on the track. Right? So these are the factors for political and governmental environment. So this I've told like social and cultural environment, the customs, the traditions, the taboo taste, the preferences. Okay, it vary based upon the social and cultural environment goals. Okay, we don't want to and no need to bring that much detail for this point. Guys. Next, natural facilities or natural environment, geographical and ecological factor. Okay, weather and climate conditions. Basically, these are for the raw drugs, okay? The raw material cultivation, not for actual thing. But sometimes you'll see that the companies are not developed near the water coastal areas, okay? Where we have a chances of getting heavy rainfall or in the things. So land should be a very clear plot where there's no excess rainfall or no excess sunlight. That thing they capture. Topographical factors, okay? That thing we have to check. Port facilities, if you have product producing a drug in India and you have to market the drug in USA or the production is in USA. So you have to search that is the port facility near to send that drug abroad also. Okay. Next, demographic environment. So marketing of baby product in country with increasing population like India is always lead to good business. Agree? Do you agree with this example? Read it carefully, guys. I'll ask you a question. Demographic environment example.
Yes, sir, agree.
Nowadays, guys, if you see now, anywhere you go in DMart shop or in big mall, the parents are very cautious about the babies nowadays. Okay, they will try to get new brand. Now, Mama's Earth has recently launched. Previously, Himalaya was there. Johnson. They get some users of their remarks. Still, they are in the market. Okay, these are the things which are creating impact. Okay, and nowadays in India, everywhere if you go, they're using diapers and all of things, baby oils, everything. So these are the small factors, but it leads to business. Okay, that's why I'm taking about the business goes on based upon that. On the other hand, marketing of such product in United States where the birth rate is low will not earn good profit. Agree? Because in India,
Yes,
birth
sir.
rate is at a very high level. That is the reason there will be no such much product efficiency. In India, it is double or triple the ratio. Okay, that is the thing. We have to think about the demographic environment also where we are launching our product. Next, physical facilities and technological environment. Right? And numbers, I will tell you 80 to 90 product of the sales of the OTC product is done based upon the television ads. Do you agree, guys? N number of drugs, I'll tell you. Because if you see the ad of fix, ad of painkiller tab, many things are there. Aspirin, Disprin. Okay. So people who are not educated also, they will also go there and they will take this drug. Right? If you have body pain, move spray, move plus spray, ibuprofen, ibuprofen spray. So that is a thing which is creating an impact into the mind of the people, guys. Clear? Now, in structure environment, whenever, guys, this is a very different topic. is very important for business, which directly depends upon the exports and import. Okay. Whenever there is a recession in foreign markets or the adoption of protection policies may help the export oriented industries like bodies will help. Okay. These are just the bodies which help whenever there's a downtime. Okay. Not much big impact for this time. Guys, I'll just take a 5 minute break. Okay. Is it okay?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
no
sir.
problem.
Just I will take a 5 minute break. Guys. Okay.
Reem Samson, you are from which country?
Yes, I'm from South Sudan.
South Africa?
South Sudan, South Sudan.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, if you know Sudan, we are from the southern side.
I'm from India.
Okay, your name?
Anjali.
Anjali. Okay, nice to meet you, Anjali. Where do
Same.
you live? In India, Delhi or another part?
Not in Delhi, in Pune, Maharashtra.
Oh, okay, that's quite far. I live in Delhi.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm doing pharmacy here in India, and I'm also proceeding to do masters as well here.
Nice, nice. Great.
Yeah, what course are you doing?
I'm a biotech student. Currently, I'm pursuing masters in biotech from Pune University.
You're doing masters now.
Yes, I'm a master's
Wow,
student.
that's nice. That's nice.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
nice to meet you, Anjali.
Same here.
So guys, we'll start with our next topic. Okay, we have time to 15 minutes more. We'll discuss regarding industry and competitive analysis. Okay. So, okay. So before starting this thing, okay, after the external environment analysis, companies should focus on industry analysis, which may help to obtain proper information about future happening of industry. Means what? Guys, this terms like it says industry and competition. See, we have seen the factors which are affecting the marketing, macro and macro environment, which are uncontrollable factor. Now, but we have to think about our industry. Okay, what will be happening, future happening of industry. Okay, in short, industrial analysis, what we are to going to do. So for every business should perform analysis of SWOT, means what? SWOT analysis. What is our strength? What is our weakness? What is our opportunity and potential threat? Right? Now you'll see many, just not talking about the pharma company examples, but also for other cosmetic industries. Previously, only one or two brands were there of basically in India, they will tell us like Fair and Lovely. But nowadays, the brands have been increased to n number of brands. Okay. So each and every day, we have to think there will be some new competitor in the market. So we have to be ready based upon our future or planning. Okay. If you are launching a drug, that will create a havoc into the market for a certain time frame of period. But again, there will be a downtime. Agree? Because a drug gets saturated at the once a point of time, and new drug comes over that, and they will take over the market race. That is the thing. So we have to be very clear about this understanding, guys. Okay, that is one thing. Next, analyze the competition in industry. Okay, so this was given by Porter's 5 forces of competitive analysis. First, threat of new entrants. Definitely, if you are into the market, other product will come and will give you challenge for that thing. Previously, only Lay's was into the market, some best cold drinks were into the market, but definitely the threat was there ki other company will come, they will compete the market. Yes, they did. Just talking about the example for pharmaceutical sector, tell me 10 to 15 years back, was there any Ramdev Baba's Patanjali Institute in India? Was there? Patanjali Institute of Pharma, like the Ayurvedic industry, right? But when it was launched, now in every home, they came into the aloe gel, toothpaste, Colgate, everything. They came into the commercial department also, right? They have captured 20 to 30% of market of different industries. Do you agree? Both for pharmaceutical also, for commercial market also. Getting? Shraddha, Satak, Swep are getting about this examples. Yeah, just being yes or no. Huh? I am not getting any reply. If will not tell, I will not get come to know, guys.
Sorry, sir. I didn't hear what you're saying.
I was talking about the pharmaceutical industry. You may not be aware of Ramdev Baba or that company, but certainly 10 to 12 years back, we have the Patanjali Pharma, right? Patanjali Pharma. It was not there into the market, but recently they have launched many different cosmetic. That is the thing I was explaining. A new threat or new substitute. Okay, regarding that.
Okay.
So everywhere challenge will be there, na? Everywhere new company, new product will be there into the market. Okay, because n number of persons are trying, n numbers. Now, if you go outside for food, for having pizza, previously Domino's were there, pizza were there. Now local pizza.
So your voice is breaking. You're not audible.
A customer will definitely go at their end. That is the main thing. Okay. Clear? That are the things we need to focus on. Now, next is bargaining power of supplier and bargaining power of buyer. As already told, suppliers and buyers. Buyers definitely think of that, how much is the rate costing what that thing. Okay. If I got the same product with same quality, I will definitely try a product with the less price. Previously, only Maggie was there in the market, but nowadays, Sunfist Maggie, Atta Maggie, and number of products they are launching, and even
Yep.
Nestle has
AP also.
even
Sorry,
Nestle,
AP
yeah,
also.
yes, AP, yes, AP also, right, perfect. Now AP is also coming into the market and trend. People are replacing Maggie, Nestle Maggie with the other brands based upon the taste, product, choice, and price. Definitely price matters a lot. If you get the 200 gram 40, so it makes an impact in the mind of the customers. Okay. So that is the thing we have to check out. So these were the 5 factors. Now this only they have explained, I've explained then in a descriptive way. Okay. Same thing. So this I will explain you. Reasons for decreasing bargaining power of buyers. Okay. So when the bargaining power will decrease, when alternative product cost is very high. Means, for example, you are taking an antibiotic for Novartis, it is causing 200 rupees, but same other pharmaceutical company is there, they are giving you at 100 rupees. Definitely, the consumer will not bargain. He will directly purchase because it is the same constituent, same quality, same efficacy. He'll go for 100 rupees. Okay. When buyer depends upon the seller because the brand creates a name. Also, the products in small size. When only 2 to 3 pharma companies are there in the market for specific category of drug, this plays an important role. So these are the just basically reasons for the bargaining power of this. Okay. So now coming to the point of consumer. Who is the consumer basically? Who is the consumer? Or who is the basically customer I will talk about,
Who
right?
buys the
Who is
product?
the customer? Yes. Ultimate, yes, Shraddha. Ultimately, the end user, right? Finally, the income or the money is generated from this area only. Agree? Whenever, see, you develop
Sure.
any pharmaceutical drug, you develop any cosmetics, you develop anything, whatever you want to develop, you develop, but finally it will go to the customer only. It is not to the dealer, it is not the, I can tell you, the distributor or wholesaler. Okay, it is a customer who will pay for it, and that money will come back to the company. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So now we'll check the 4 P's of consumer buying behavior. So this piece, it depends upon mostly the person who is selling. That is our retail pharmacist, because he is the person who deals with the consumer deal. Do you agree? The pharmacist who is sitting down the shops, different retailers, they have to deal every day with n number of customers or consumers. And we as a marketing representative, we get this information of different consumers from the pharmacist only who is having shops, because he deals every day with the consumer need or customer needs, what they want, how they want, that thing. Clear? So for that, we should understand the consumer behavior. Okay. As any direct consumer behavior we'll get to know, but we should know the consumer. Okay. So what is consumer? Consumer is nothing but an individual who buys your product or services for personal use. Okay. The medication for his use or anything, any services regarding you, but he does not resell it or reproduce it. Okay. Because consumer consumes the drug, medicine, anything of any gender, religion, who takes for himself and not for selling to others. Okay. So we must know, this is the basic definition of consumer, but we must know what is means consumer case, how it impacts or what are the behavior of consumer. Because every consumer is different. Every consumer comes to your shop with a different mindset, right? Because one customer will be silent, one will be telling his demand, other will not be telling his demand. So everywhere the reply or the behavior of the customer will differ. Okay, because it is a tangible element such as concrete product or service. Okay. Now, these are the factors. Basically, these are important factors which affect the consumer behavior. Okay. There are two factors. Basically, one is internal factor and external factors. Same thing as I told, family influences, personal mindset, social group, which we have seen for marketing also, subcultural influences. Okay, that is the thing. Next comes the consumer attitude. Every consumer, if you'll go for a medical shop, if you have worked before in any medical pharmacist shop, you'll see that every consumer is having a different attitude. Okay. But as a pharmacist, we have to be silent. You have to understand his need. Okay. If an uneducated people comes to you, if you're in a village, he may not be having any idea. So we have to be patient. We have to explaining same things. Okay. That creates an impact. Clear? That thing we have to think. Now, for example, if Shraddha, if I'm having a pharmacist shop and Shraddha is having his father or mother, maybe, for example, and a cousin is having some diabetes issue and hypertension. So if she's my regular customer, definitely she will be coming to me only. So I must understand the customer. I should learn and memorize the power. See what is her requirement. I have to understand what are the disease she is facing, what is her requirement. If it's my regular customer, I will definitely know her, I will understand her need, and I will provide the best service as a pharmacist I can. Okay. The channel or way through which information processing takes place. That is a communication or hand-wave signal for educated people or non-educated people. That is the thing. So this is just elements of consumer behavior, guys, that no need to go in that detail. Just cultural and that things are there, which happens. Now, I will tell you just my example for effect of consumer motivation, ability, and opportunity. I'll tell my example. what happens? I went to shop. Okay, I want to purchase some. I was thinking to purchase some good phone, Android phone, okay, or iPhone something. So one time I went to the shop, okay, Chroma Mall. You might be aware of Chroma and all the different malls, okay. So I went to the iPhone store. I went to different things and I compared the prices. As already told, as a consumer or customer, I will definitely compare the price of same mobile phone everywhere who gives me at less cost and good service, right? Everywhere. So I went finally one, finally after 2 to 3 rounds, I finalized one phone and I just had a chat with my colleague. So he also purchased iPhone 13 or something. So he told me I have purchased on some festival. He got 6,000 discount for same phone. Okay. On some festival day. I don't remember that day, recent only. So I told that seller that, yeah, you have sold out this phone to this person. You have given him 16,000 off, 6,000 off. So now why not for me? So she told me that off was only for one day. Sale was only for one day, right? So I didn't buy that cell phone on that day. Okay. So it depends upon the consumer motivation or the creation of impact on how you think or consumer behavior. So my behavior was a different thing. I told them कि whenever again the offer will come, I will come back to purchase. Okay. So ultimately the purchase cost was around 60 to 70,000. So it matters for them also, to company also, right? So these are the different things which affect the consumer ability. And this is the mass law theory of motivation, the last point for today. And after this, we'll wind up the session, guys. Okay. Guys, one more point before starting this. We will be having the class tomorrow also. Okay. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for this week. I've already communicated with the Making Intern team associated with the IIT Kharagpur. I've told them that we'll be having class tomorrow, Thursday, and Saturday. Is it okay for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Yeah. Thank you for the confirmation. So this is regarding the Maslow theory of motivation. I'll just tell you a few points, and tomorrow again we'll start from the Maslow theory of motivation. So we'll check about physiological theory. It comes like food, water, sex, sleep, basic needs, physiological needs. Then if you compare about safety, motivation, how will you get motivated? The family, the health, the property which you're having, the security, the job, this thing. Then love. It comes like friendship, family, sexual intimacy. Next, if you go for esteem, then your self-esteem, confidence, achievement. This is just a Maslow theory who just decided this triangle form for having the motivation, guys. Morality, creativity, problem solving, and lack of prejudice. Okay. So this is just Maslow theory of motivation. You can remember this 5 pointers that there are physiological factors, safety, love, esteem, which can create motivation in you. Okay, these are the things. So guys, it's almost 1.5 hour crossed for today. So Anjali is also joined. Anjali Ujad was not aware we have joined.
Yes.
So when did you join? I was not aware, Anjali.